I just realized my mic wasn't on this entire time. Hi, everyone. Nev, what's going on? NCF, Kush, Den, Raikoi, Beige Lad. Hi, everybody. Hope you guys are having a good day. Jabalt, Pickup, Alex speaking to the void. Dude, you know what's funny? No one can see my face right now, so no one could told me that my mic wasn't working because I restarted my computer yesterday. Long story short, Solid. Wait, Solid, you're fucking beautiful? Solid, please. You're the beautiful one. You're the beautiful one, dude. I thought it was an intro. Yeah, my bad, guys. Mute it still? Come on, Kilo. I can see the mic working, I think. Just saying hi. Hope you're having a good day. Oak, I hope you're having a better day, dude. Thank you so much, man. But Solid, what's going on, dude? All right. So, small little side story. Our power went out for we blew a circuit last night. We haven't had our heat working for some weird reason. And I'm learning today, because I'm not sure what our electrical panel is rated for. I'm not sure at all. But if we run... okay, I got two stories for you guys. Two stories. First story is if we run our space heater, because our heat's still not working, and we have a computer running, like one of the computers, it seems, and we play any video game, like it requires some energy, our fuse blows.
How's it going today?
Aqua, thank you so much. I appreciate the Prime for 21 months. So even though the space heater's in a different room, and I guess all the receptacles are like on one, so that's been annoying. So we've been cold, and I don't know. It's been a weird night. Second thing, dude, guys, I had the weird, I told myself yesterday I was gonna have like a relaxing day. I started playing some Pal World because that's the new hotness right now. All right. I'm playing Pal World, and I'm so pumped. Okay, I want to pause the music because this is... Okay, actually, wait, no, I won't pause it yet. Little background info. I have a 6900 XT as a graphics card, and I also have an AMD processor. A while ago, I would say 7 to 8 months, probably a little longer, I noticed that my computer was getting so hot. Playing any game, I'm talking even like 2D games. And I was like, damn, dude, what is going on? So I figured it was the CPU. So I had a small little 240 mil AIO, got rid of that, and I just put in a Noctua like heat sink thing. And I was like, dude, this thing's working great. My CPU is not even touching 60 degrees Celsius. In the same breath, I also disassembled my graphics card because my graphics card was hitting 99 degrees Celsius. And then I think it's called internal temp or edge temp for the AMD was hitting 110, which is the limit. Repasted it, was working good for not even, I would say 15 to 20 days. Then it starts just shooting right back up to 99 degrees, throttling itself. And if it gets a little too worked up, it turns off. I took the side panel off my computer, okay, to try to keep this thing cool. Still not working. I've had it where I tried different thermal paste as well. Nothing's working. I've tried using a few different things to I tried undervolting it and stuff. I'll tell you guys more about that. This has happened about 10 times where my computer is just it's shut down, no questions asked, just boom, done. Then, last night, I'm playing again, and I already have it undervolted. Keep that in mind, all right? I already have it undervolted. Playing, it turns off. All I smell is smoke, burning. And I'm thinking, is that from outside, or is that my computer? So I just turned, I don't know, I wasn't thinking, so I turned it on again. And it turns on, but the smoke smells bigger now. What brand and model card? It is a 6900 XT Phantom Gaming, I think from ASRock. So I took a little peek with my phone, and I also Googled the issue to see if people had, that issue with that particular card. It looks like the cable's going into the graphics card for whatever. I don't know if it was the process. I think it's the graphics card. You can see that they have I don't want to say it's the most prominent burn residue ever, but it's something I've never seen before. It kind of looks like when you have a fire and you like quickly run it against something, you know, like a I don't know, a flame residue of some sort. Yeah, so that happened, and I couldn't even play the game seriously. Like, it happened pretty close to when I started gaming with everyone, like some of my friends. All I could think yesterday was just like, my computer's gonna go up in smoke. You kind of like a scorch mark. That's exactly the word I'm looking for. But yeah, dude, that happened yesterday, and it kind of took me out of playing the game. So ultimately, kind of stressful. I felt really stressed about it, but how's it working now? I mean, it turns on. I had to not only undervolt it some more though, but I had to use the power limiter to like the max. Like, it doesn't even run at 100% anymore. So I was getting like 65 frames per second playing on a 4K monitor, and now I'm getting like 45 frames per second. I don't know if it's like under warranty still though, Toby. So, I was thinking the same thing, Zach. I'm like, shit, maybe I get rid of it. This is the second part of the story. Then I looked at computer prices. Oh, baby. I don't know if I can, guys. I think I'm just going to have to play games with this thing until it literally bursts into flames. No, I'm using a Mac computer right now. I have like the baseline Mac Studio, like the M1, and it's been fantastic. This is exactly why Mac is better. It's amazing you still use it. That would drive me crazy until sorted. The thing is, 2D, I think I was in such a disbelief that it happened last night. I'm just like, there's no way, right? Like, there's no way. But yeah, that's what happened. That whole computer, I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't know if it's an AMD thing. I don't know if I just got, like, I had a bunch of stuff replaced on that computer too, by the way. Like, I had the motherboard and CPU replaced at one point because of heating issues. AMD stuff, for me, is kind of driving me nuts. And I did check my drivers. I've updated them every single time I could. I've even rolled back the drivers that I've noted down that are working well for me. But, man, like, I am not very happy with the AMD stuff, to be honest. So, not at all. So, yeah, I'm a little turned off from it. Alrighty, so we're going to be doing two things today, all right? Two things. AMD software drivers are shit. The software is not terrible, but okay. So first thing is, I have a build from a client. So I have to maybe delay one thing today. So the build from the client is this PCB right over here. They sent it to me because of an issue, and I was going to repair it on stream and show you guys like maybe a quick little repair. But there's two issues with this PCB. Unfortunately, I don't think I can actually fix it. So first, the JST was cracked, right? There was an attempt to build this at one point, and the JST was cracked. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's just cracked, and I can just like essentially glue it into place. Unfortunately, it does look as if the pins inside, one of them is completely gone. So this JST connector won't work. So one option I have is to just take this off and replace the JST. However, if I recall the email correctly, I believe they said some of the switches weren't working or something like that, or they couldn't test it. I almost want to say before I put in all the work, camera and focus, sorry guys. Before I put in all the work to replace this, I'm going to give, I don't know if the client's in chat right now, because I think they said they were watching. I sent them an email. I have another option for them that I didn't send them an email for, which is I can essentially just take the PCB out of my Zoom 75 and then put it into this one here. So the new one. Either way, I've already asked for a replacement. Just read the email. So Shuck, either way you want to do, man, I can do just use mine. However, I'm not even sure what my prototype one has. Or if you want, the other one should just come in like 2 days. So we have a whole new PCB for you. But yeah, unfortunately,
can't wait for me, and I'll trade 29
there's
months
no fixing
for 29 this. Hugs.
Thank you, dude. Thank you for the tier 1, Gio. Appreciate you, man. Alex got the hookup. I try to, if a customer ever sends me something and I accept as a repair, I will go to any length to fix this. I try to like, my goal that I told myself when I'm doing like customer builds and stuff like that is to make the customer happy at the end of the day. So I want to like make people have a good experience in keyboards, even though sometimes there's like small issues, and we all fuck up sometimes. I fucked up a few times too, but you know, I just want to make sure everyone's happy. That's all. What IEMs are these? These are Campfire Audio Andromedas. So Shuck, whatever way you want to go, because technically we can still build this today with my old PCB, or you could just wait for the new one to come in a few days. But you let me know, Shuck. And like I said, Chuck, no cost to you. It's just swapping out something and then just having them send me out a replacement. Also, oh, I already done there. Have a special set of skills. Yeah, it's a little special set. All right, and then the other board we're gonna build today, I'll let Chuck sit on that for a second, is this guy. Now, I'm gonna say something, and obviously this does not translate well over video. The case for this looks kind of neat. Like it's a fun, like, I don't know how they got this design on the top over here. It's kind of cool. However, the texture of this hard shell case, it feels wet, but it's not. And it's the weirdest feeling to touch this. I don't know if I like it. But it is, it's not coldish. No, it just feels like gummy. Maybe that's the better way to describe it. It feels kind of gummy. So I don't know how I feel about the texture of it, but it's just the hard shell case. It's the Darling, what they call it? The Darling Run, the DR-70F. Moist and gummy, yeah. The layout of this package though is one of the prettier ones I've seen for keyboards. So we have, here's what's inside. I guess this is the cable. I haven't unboxed this. We have the keyboard, which can be flipped back and forth, by the way, kind of like the Tenet. And then we have all the other accessories on the top over here. So it is a nice little case though. So we have a PCB, a hot swap PCB here, foam, aluminum plate, and a PC plate. Now the PC plate is two separate pieces. That's why it's smaller, and the aluminum plate is one big one. And we also have everyone's favorite, silica gel. Is my, I think my camera's a little crooked today. There we go. I guess I knocked it. I installed a, is that better? Yeah. I installed a shelf underneath my desk yesterday. You can kind of see it right here. But I installed this little drawer, or not a shelf, a drawer, because I needed something to quickly access tools, and I was like, dude, I don't have anything. So I bought this like really slim drawer that I'm keeping all my tools in now. Lotion drawer? Okay, dude. You know what's funny, Gio? It did. I'm pretty positive it kind of fixed the bend in my what's it called, desk here. I wasn't only half kidding. I'm glad you were only half kidding, because I was like, man, I'm crazy, but this feels like it fixed things. All right, and I'm not sure if this is accessories or a cable. Let's find out. So this keyboard here is starting at 140 and goes up to 160. And to be honest, up until the other day, I didn't realize the price of this was so low. And this is now really become an appealing unit. So fun fact, humans can't have hydroreceptors, so your fingers can get confused about moistness when something feels like a weird texture. Interesting. That's so interesting. I love like stupid facts like that. I live for those type of things.
Happy late new year. Love you everyone.
Thank you, Cappuccino. I appreciate you. Thank you guys all for the subs today. Aqua, Solid, Gio, Cappuccino. Thank you guys all so much. So price point starts at 140. I think it's 139.99. Let me quickly double check if it's 140 or 139. I know it's 1 penny, but 139, not even 99. And then the Bluetooth version's 160. I don't believe. No, okay. I was gonna say I don't think the E-coat version, which is this one, changes the price. So either whether you go between the 4 colors, creamy white, which is just e-coat beige, or ano, they're all 140 to start. Now the keyboard itself doesn't look too bad either. Like, it doesn't look terrible. Again, I kind of prejudge this from the photos, and I think I really need to see this in person. Although there's like a bit of a smudge on, oh, I think that's from the, oh my God, that's residue from the tape. All right, well, that's annoying. This is gonna be in stock, so that's the other big positive to this. And then here's the back of the board. It's not bad looking. Not really sure what this is, but not bad. I hear it wobbling. Your desk is still bent. No, it's good. It's good. There's no wobbling. Look. You know what, Avo? Just, who said that? Avo, leave me alone, Avo. All right? It's not wobbling, all right? That's in your mind. Please. I swear this is a recent thing that my desk bent. I don't remember it doing this. There was leather instead of brass? Really? That sounds ugly. We do have a ribbon cable. We have 2 internal weights over here, which, in all honesty, is not adding much to the overall weight to this board. And I would have preferred those being on the outside of the board, personally. Like, how cool would it have been if they put these 2 weights, like, here and here? I think that would have looked way sharper. But they did not. So, it's not bad, though, for 140. Is the desk some kind of big mat on... No, this is the desk. This is just my desk here. I have no extra longer mats that look like this. All right, so let's take a look at what's inside this little box. They could be like acoustic weights for sure, but they look really thin and they're not really adding much to the weight. So it could just be some different material to help diffuse some stuff. Extra screws. I thought this might have been a cable it came with. We have our gaskets. But the price isn't bad for this, and I'm really hoping this sounds like good. God, I hate grabbing these things out of here. But yeah, so that was my night. My night is now, was basically, oh, is your computer dead now? We'll see. We'll see if it even boots up today. But how was your guys' night? I hope you guys had a better night than I did. And we have 2 extra ribbon cables. Or I don't know if these are extra or meant for something else. I'll put these to the side for now. And then we have a daughter board. I'm positive this is an extra one because they have one already inside there. And some extra parts. Silicone bump-ons and stuff. Yeah, this goes in stock tomorrow, I believe. Let's put the feet on this board. It's my #1 thing to do with any keyboard I get, just so I don't scratch it up as I'm building it. Can you do a rattle check? Oh yeah, the batteries in this, because I'm assuming I'm doing Bluetooth today. They do rattle. However, I don't think it's the biggest deal in the world. The batteries are probably underneath these. I don't think it's the biggest thing in the world because you're probably not going to type like this. However, they should have really just made some sort of slot that the batteries kind of fit into, maybe using some sort of silicone or something like that. Ultimately, it shouldn't be that hard to remedy, but I really wish they thought of that as they were building this. Yeah, those are the 2 battery plugs on the daughter board right there. So they're definitely underneath these weights. All right, let's put some feet on this guy. Just get a drill and screw the batteries down into the case. True, Insty, you could do that. My cameras do not like this keyboard today. Southpaw or normal build? I don't know. What do we guys want to do today? It is interchangeable, which is cool. Where's the... Oh, here they are. It is indeed interchangeable, which is kind of neat. Southpaw, I love Southpaw builds. Perhaps we can do that. Also, I moved my mouse to the other room. Like, I'm going to be using this now from now on. However, I forgot to charge this. So right now there's no charge to this, and I didn't go grab the cable for it, so I will charge it later. That is another one from Leonardo da Mouse. But it is the, what mouse is that? The Superlight. It is indeed the Superlight. Let's put this stuff all back, and then we can go from there. But yeah, like I said, I hope you guys had a better night. It was nice to see, especially this price point. Look at the extra parts. Yeah. Stick on feet. Wait, what happened? Rigid inserts. Excited to what caps we'll be end up using for this creamy board today. I don't know. I haven't really got that far in my decision-making process yet. Although I forgot to grab stabs, because for some reason I thought I had them on my desk, but I will go fetch them here in a moment. Here is the PCB. Do you guys have any fun plans today? Violet on cream. We'll see what we end up using. I'll put this underneath here. I'm still unsure. So it looks like we do have to snap these things here off. Interesting. So you can even build this. I want to say you can build this plateless, can't you? Am I incorrect in saying that? I guess you could. Interesting. Did I read that somewhere? Hold on, let me see. Let me double check, because I did not see that you could build this plateless. PCB gasket mount. Did they advertise that? In sandwich mode, just to sound temperature. Oh, I guess you can. Nice. But would I do that with hot swap? Are you trying Pal World soon? I played last night, and then I played a little bit the night before. Gonna be honest though, I enjoyed playing last night. It was really fun, but my mind was elsewhere because of what happened to my computer. So I feel like if I'm gonna play, it's probably gonna be tomorrow night or maybe later tonight. I have no idea. Maybe I'll have my mind not stressing about other stuff, and I'll give it a more fair go again. But I enjoyed it. What happened to the computer? It overheated again for no reason, and I smelled smoke this time, and then it was stressing me out all night. So there's that. Yeah, I think I'm never buying AMD parts again. Nothing but issues with that. Okay, let me quickly get some stabs. One moment, guys. Nothing but issues. I had issues with the motherboard. I had issues with everything with the AMD one. I couldn't get the capture cards to work properly. It was bad. Now, actually, I need to double check. Is this a 1.2 or 1.6 mil PCB? So the power supply unit was, like, the PSU was also swapped out the first round that I had issues. But I can't remember which one it was. Let me see. Is this a 1.6 mil PCB? Yes, they're all 1.6 mil. God, thank you. What's funny enough, it's not really the CPU I'm having issues with, right? So I think it'd be fun to talk about this a little bit. I always enjoy computer talk a little bit. The processor itself is fine. The issue is right now, the graphics card's giving me a butt ton of issues. And then the other big issue I'm having with the whole AMD system is, believe it or not, the way USBs interact with the motherboard. I couldn't get, that's why I ultimately switched to the Apple computer. The cam links were just not working. They would turn off and on. They only ran when I swapped it to what, Gen 4 was it? Or whatever the previous gen was. I tried a different motherboard. We actually upgraded the motherboard, did not help at all. it was just a lot of issues. And from what I ended up reading, a lot of those issues circle back to the Gen 2's older. Whatever the new Gen stuff is, I had to go one down. I think it was Gen 4 to Gen 3. So I was having a ton of issues. And it wasn't really for gaming at first, I noticed. It was mostly for professional work. So I figured, okay, I'll just switch to Apple because I'm having a ton of issues with this. And again, the primary stuff originally was USB stuff. Then that's when I noticed when I was playing games, not like I was playing more often. I was actually playing less often. All the issues I was having with gaming. The big thing I noticed at first was how stuttery everything was. And then after I noticed how bad it was, like how bad it was just like chopping, stuff like that, I had reached out and then they sent me a brand new graphics card basically. Then I noticed overheating with the CPU and because it was from iBuyPower. And then iBuyPower, after enough convincing, they actually just swapped out my entire system. Like everything. So there was no parts I carried over. And they upgraded the graphics card and they upgraded the motherboard. Still didn't have any luck with that. The motherboard was, like the CPU was still overheating, so I swapped to a different cooler, which helped a lot. And then the graphics card now. But yeah, nothing but issues. Is it easy to switch to Apple? I've had Windows all my life and I'm almost 30 now and my gaming is at an all-time low. Been thinking of an Apple system. 2D, it is not a hard switch. Maybe some people will argue with me there, but personally, man, it is not a hard switch. Guys, if you have AMD Adrenalin, download it. Do not download MSI Afterburner. It causes stuttering and crashing. Wait, why? Why does it cause issues like that? Not that I have that, but I'm just curious. I think the swap from Windows to Apple was very easy for me because I already have experience with the operating system, but I don't think it's that difficult. Yeah, we'll build it in Southpaw for you guys today. Driver interactions, interesting. Mac UI is messy AF. I kind of think the opposite. The only thing I don't care for that Apple does is their file search system when you go into their Explorer, basically. But other than that, I think it's a lot cleaner. Gaming for Mac right now is actually not bad. The games that I do play for Apple have ran great. Like, it's fantastic. I wouldn't even guess that I'm on an Apple computer. So, I love Windows File Explorer. It is nicer, but it still has its fair share of issues when I was using it. I think even Manoli ran into a bunch of the same issues I had when he was on Windows. He switched recently too. I built my Cycle 7 last night. What an amazing board. I'm so happy you guys liked it. Honestly, I'm very happy with it too. Actually, let me message. Actually, I was just thinking of messaging my client here, but seeing what they want to do today. GeForce Now? I don't have a GeForce Now. I tried using it, but ultimately on Wi-Fi, it's not that great. I did give it a fair shot. I did. I finally upgraded to Windows 11. I put it off for so long, but regarding my C drive, upgrading my C drive meant I could. Oh, like it finally allowed you to upgrade it? All right, let's grab my lubricant and let's start. God, this drawer that I installed is so clutch. You need good Wi-Fi if you're playing competitive games though. Even for the single player games I tried on it, it was still pretty choppy and laggy. I tried playing Cyberpunk on GeForce Now on my Apple and it wasn't like the best experience. I'm sure if I had a wired connection then sure, but I just can't bring a wire from our modem to this room. The fact that I need 3 programs to get some usability out of File Explorer is a grief. You mean for Apple? I mean, I haven't had any issues with just hitting Command space and then searching for what I want. Spotlight search is amazing. Like, If you know what you're looking for, it's amazing. Also, organization. Oh, and Windows. Yeah, organization in Windows feels really bad in comparison to Apple. My first one done. Okay, perfect. Sounds good. I don't know if my client's still watching, but Chuck, sounds good. I will ensure that we use the new PCB for your build. It's a shame that the one of the pins was just completely missing out of that this morning. Completely missing. It's okay though. We'll fix it up. Already, I gotta head out for work. Might tune in on break. Dude, you have a good one today, man. You have a lovely one. Actually, hold on, guys. I'm gonna just turn down my music because it's kind of distracting me. Alrighty. Continue just lubing some stabs today. Do we only need 4? I didn't even double check. I'm gonna do short shift on this. I think short shift would look kind of nice. Can we do short shift? Oh, this PCB has a lot of options. Didn't even double check that. This PCB is pretty good for options here. I'm gonna do short shift. I think that'll look cool for this build. HMX is on a roll. Yeah, HMX is on a roll this year. I'm using another batch of HMX switches. It looks like 1.6 and it says 1.6 online, so. HMX is hitting diff. Gotta admit. What, yeah, we're using cloud switches today. What build did Ryan check out? Low stacks. Did he do aluminum, plateless, polycarb? I'm curious. So the only HMX switches I didn't care for were the high synths. That's it. I just thought they sounded really thin and I don't know. Maybe I just had a bad experience with them, but does anyone use a Mac for streaming? I do. I'm on it right now. The only caveat to Mac streaming though is you kind of do need to have the proper amount of you kind of do need to buy like a dock basically, or just some sort of USB interface where you can plug a whole bunch of things in. That's the only small thing you need to worry about. There's a lot of cables in the back, but I think for me, because I have 3 cameras. This is $140, yeah. Not bad. Snow grapes. Ooh. No, I've not tried those. Oh, that was the other thing that happened to me last night too, guys. I bought myself grapes because I was like, dude, you know what? I want grapes. And as I was gaming and my computer was shutting down, I also had a bowl of grapes in front of me. And they were sour and very tart. And I don't know, my whole night, man. My whole night was something else. Hello, Alex. Have you had any good coffees lately? I have been... My whole family just decided, we did a very small Christmas. So everyone was limited to $15, $20 basically. That's pretty much what everyone gave each other. And everyone gave each other coffees. So I am still working through all the coffees from Christmas. Some of them are good, some of them are okay. I can't say that any of them were top tier, would buy again, but they're all interesting flavors and all very interesting coffees. Gioren kept telling us how good Tim Hortons was. Gio did? There's no way. There's no way Gio Ren said Tim Hortons was good. College, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the kind words about my haircut. Thank you, dude. Nah, it's a joke? Okay. There's no way, man. Gio, someone is besmirching your name. That's a great word. Besmirching. God damn, dude. Supa, thank you so much for 10 gifted, man. Damn. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you. Damn, bruh, fresh cut. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. The haircut looks better today for some reason. I don't know, I thought it looked good before, but thank you again, Soup. I hope you're having a great day, man. I thought you had a large dangling earring for a second. Nine, you know what's funny? Funny you say that, Nine. Every time I start up streaming, I look here, you know, make sure I'm looking okay. This dangles, I'm like, dude, the ear, like if I had an earring like that, like low key, that kind of looks badass. But I'm too afraid to get needles put through my ear, so I'm never gonna do that. Thank you, Nine. No, I'm too afraid. I'll do tattoos, but piercings I can't do. I know, Banana. Do it, Weenie? Okay, guys. I can't fathom the idea of like what a piercing is. They're probably way less painful. It's probably so easy to do, but for some reason my mind just doesn't let me do it. But tattoos, easy peasy. Ain't no thing. Get a clip on? I feel like that'd be painful. I know, Ariella, but I'm so nervous about it, you know? I got my break-in machine arriving in the next couple of days. Time to start on my MX Blacks. I have a small break-in machine that I was given. It's not bad, but it's so much work. Literally just got my ears pierced when I was 8 years old. I'm sure 8-year-old me would have just like done it, not, you know, cared too much, but you know, 32-year-old me thinks it's just too much for me. Someone PS Alex with some monitor earrings. Cass, thank you so much for the prime, man.
Congratulations, Alex. We had a subscription baby.
Thank you, man.
I think we need to call him Greg.
Huh?
Love you, dude.
Do you guys see what's on my shelf in the back? Wait, wrong way. I don't know if you guys can see. Do you guys see the Gregmas card on the bottom there? We're gonna keep that up for a long time. I got a basic one from Fang Studios. It was cheaper to buy the machine and switches than buying someone. Huntex, it kind of is, man. It's just a few, you know, bits of extra work for yourself. I agree. I get that, Alex. Me and my husband both have tats, but piercings were like, it makes no sense. I am too nervous to do it. And for me too, like, I have a weird feeling I'd get the piercing because, like, I've always wanted two piercings. I've always wanted the nose ring, and then I've always considered getting both my ears pierced. But I have a feeling it's going to be like a phase thing where I'm just like, this is cool for all of 10 minutes, and then I get over it. I had piercings and tattoos. I love my nose ring. Nose ring seems like it'd be really dope. I think I could probably rock it, but like, again, I'm too scared. Stretch them stopped. Want to do it again, but I'm 27 years old and an adult. Hey, Zach. You know what? I would normally tell you, if this was me 10 years ago, I would be like, yo, fucking man, do whatever you want to do. People shouldn't judge you. But I went through a whole period of my life where I was at a job where they made me cover up my tattoos. So unfortunately, that type point of view still exists. So yeah, whatever makes you feel comfortable and like doesn't ruin your livelihood, unfortunately. Thankfully, my work couldn't care less, then perfect. But whatever you want to do, man, whatever makes you feel comfy. Just do ear piercings. If you don't keep earrings, they'll eventually close up. That still scares me. I don't know why. That still like frightens me, dude. However, I don't think my partner would want them for the wedding. True. Okay. That's very true, Zach. I missed my stretched septum. But that's the adult mustache life, I guess. True. Are you bad with needles? No. Not terrible with needles. I'm not good. Hear me out. I'm not good with needles, but I'm also not terrible with them. It's just the idea. Okay, this might sound gross. It's just the idea of like a piercing, like something going through my skin. It's, again, I have tattoos. So like the idea of a needle doesn't scare me. I think the idea of something piercing like my entire body does. Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable. I don't know why that is, man. I don't know why. I love getting piercings. Some people love them. I properly want tattoos, but I really don't know what I want, and I've been sad on this for years. The reason I haven't gotten more is because I also just don't know what I want. So it's been like, what, I think close to 10 years since I've gotten a tattoo. Yeah, probably about 10 years. I just don't know what I want. So I just haven't got any. Huntex, I don't even want to think about that route, man. The infection things. Ugh. Does it help if you pretend you got shot in the ear with a tiny ear bullet? That might make me feel a little bit more badass for sure. A little bit. You had a Lord of the Rings tattoo? That's cool. I have some World of Warcraft tattoos. Mind you, I haven't touched that game in ages. But you know what? I don't regret them. Just a part of my life. It reminds me that I went through that period where I made a big chunk of my friends and broke out of my shell because of WoW. Which remains in position and slightly moves, which is why tattoos fade off. Oh, interesting. I have the same problem. When I told my GF I like belly piercings, she told me she will get one if I do it with her. Somehow we decided to not do it together. Was it just out of like a little bit of a nervousness thing, Supa? What was the ultimate decision why? If you don't mind me asking. I need my dielectric grease. I keep forgetting I have this drawer now. This drawer is clutch. Everything's in here. I love this. This is great. Just gotta remember to put stuff back in here. Best like $30 purchase I've ever made. Alex needs a Nixie tattooed next to his heart. I'll do that for a lifetime supply of Nixies. I'll get a Nixie tattoo. If someone promised me they'd order me Nixies whenever I wanted them, sure. My top drawer is a mess. My other drawers are all messes, but I'm gonna keep this one here clean. I'm gonna try anyways. Jerry, thank you so much for the Prime, man. Appreciate that. Thank you for deciding to use that here, dude. Thank you. I need more drawers. If and when I ever get the opportunity to do a full build where I can actually like fully customize my entire room, I have two things that I'm going to be doing. First of all, completely custom built-ins behind me. So I want everything to have a spot. The second thing I want to get done is paint the room like a very light olive color because I think that would be absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, those are my two things I want to get done. I want to get like a custom built-in shelf and then paint the room. Here, I'm not going to bother though because we're renting and it's pointless. This is on backwards. Light olive would look amazing. I have been so into that color palette right now. Like every time I look up like room ideas and stuff, I'm like, dude, this would look sick in olive. And I keep telling myself that, so I'm going to do it. By the way, is there any website anyone could recommend where I could upload my own renders and get it printed on get it printed on the keycap? Ooh, interesting. I don't know if anyone offers like one-off keycaps like that. I'm not sure. I don't have GMK Olive, but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna pull the trigger this tonight maybe and pick up a few keycap sets. Although now I'm wondering, should I do that, or should I save the money and eventually get myself a replacement computer? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Who knows what I'm doing with my life? Pale pistachio right now? Wait, Fit, can I bother you to take a photo and post it in our gaming setups area, even though it's not a gaming setup? I just kind of want to see what pale pistachio looks like, if you don't mind. Even if it's just like a color of a wall, you don't have to take a picture of the whole room. If you're comfortable with it, that is. Try crossover for the games. I think I saw you message me, Therak. I'll double check. I feel like you've got enough GMK. Can never have enough. How many sets do you have at the moment? I have a substantial amount of keycaps. More than I have keyboards. I probably want to say I have probably 70 keycap sets total, including some of the PBT ones. Maybe 80 including PBT stuff. Actually, it doesn't really seem like a lot now that I think about it. Like, considering what I do. I guess that's considered a lot. But do you like the cream color of this case you were sent? I'm debating cream versus red. I am a big fan of beige or cream keyboards. I think they're just easier to dress up, if that makes sense. Red, I feel like, is a little bit more of a bold, punchy color and is a little bit harder to dress up. So I would personally pick the cream, yeah. It's an E-coat too, so it looks good. It looks very smooth. I don't know how the anno would be on this keyboard, just because I haven't seen it in person. Alex, if I start an inventory, would you help me complete it? So we have a little index for keycap suggestions. Banana, I would absolutely help you. Absolutely. Just curious, have you done a collection showcase yet, Alex? No, I don't. Do you mean like a YouTube video showing off like what I have in my possession for keycap sets? I am up to date on my Mac, yeah. I wanted the new update because of the widgets and stuff. Although I haven't really played around with them too much. Thanks for the advice, that helps. Can you elaborate on dress up? Yeah, with keycaps. I just find like this, you can put green, you can put like, hell, you can even put red, you can put blue, and it still might play, like will play really well with cream, where on red, there's only so many color combos you can do before it looks kind of weird and tacky. So, all right, I guess I am disassembling this PCB. I don't think it stays on with all this stuff, does it? Oh, what plate are we using today? Polycarb or aluminum? I don't think I'm gonna go plateless. I think plateless would be kind of silly with the hot swap. Although I'm curious. I am very curious on that. This always seems stressful. It is a little bit stressful. Nah, these will not stay on if I go plateless hot swap. These are not good for this. Do they even offer a soldable PCB? Beige and orange. Beige is definitely one of my colors that I like. So this is the aluminum plate. So I guess we'd have to snap this all off if we want to go southpaw. All right, let's snap this all off. I think we'll go aluminum, yeah? Aluminum could be fun. They sell a separate southpaw plate? Wouldn't the plate just be universal? Oh no, it isn't universal. Oh no, yeah. No, it's not universal. That's right. If I want southpaw, I'll probably have to go this one. Polycarbonate. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. All right, well, if you guys want southpaw, we're going polycarbonate. If you guys want to hear what aluminum sounds like, unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately, but we'll have to use the standard layout for that. Let's put these here, and let's put this to the side. PC or buy the metal southpaw plate separately. That's unfortunate. They could have just chopped up the aluminum plate. So, yeah, actually, I'm gonna criticize that. Why didn't they just go the route? Oh, because I guess that's sandwich, huh? Yeah, okay, never mind. They really couldn't, because it's sandwich style for the aluminum plate. So that's why it's so much larger compared to the polycarbonate plate. So you can go two different mounting styles for this, but you'd need to buy a separate plate depending on which, I guess, layout you want. All right, I thought that would be a little bit different, but it's not. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Different mounting styles, different plates. Also, the sun's out now, so if the room gets really bright, let me know, and I'll just close some of the blinds. All right, let's put some stabilizers on. I'm curious, would the gold plate be visible? Yes, the gold plate would show up on the sides, but it'd be no different from this. Well, if it even wants to focus. It'd be no different than what you see here for the seam. Standard box and wedge, by the way, guys. Let's put this together now. Oh my gosh, this is hurting me fingies. the gold is both a plate and a middle piece, because the gold is a sandwich mount. And what a sandwich mount basically is it sandwiches itself between the top and bottom frame. Unlike a traditional, or not traditional, but unlike a gasket or top mount, which is kind of inside the case, this becomes essentially part of the case. Damn, these stab areas are kind of tight. I think we have to worry about the stabs coming undone here at all. I was today years old when I finally understood sandwich mount. Thank you, Alex. No worries. Sandwich is actually not a very popular mounting style. It really, really is not very popular. So I'm kind of surprised they included it in here. I feel like sandwich mount works well if you have something like a leaf spring kind of attached to it, like they did in the thermal. But it's not hugely, hugely popular. Sandwich equals acrylic stack. But I think acrylic stack has a nicer sound signature overall. I'm just not a big, big, big fan of sandwich mounts. JP brought pizza. I don't know if I'm going to be doing that keyboard. We have a whole bunch of keyboards I have to catch up with this week. A whole bunch. What do I think of the Ori 60 sound signature? Love it. It is a nice board. Bruce did a really good job with making this sound like a little bit deeper on this board. So, big fan. I'm probably going to switch it up this week and not use the Ori. I'm probably going to switch back to the Event Horizon for a little bit. But yeah, I'm really liking this keyboard. It's a good board. So we're using HMX switches today. So, some positives about this board so far is we have a lot of options on the PCB, which we like. Also, it seems like we can go plateless, although I would probably recommend soldering for plateless. TR, unfortunately, I only speak English, so if you don't mind also contributing to the conversation in English so I can understand. Never seen ANSI. Okay. Goodbye. Do you still have your tempo, Alex? I do. I have it in the pistachio colorway. He doesn't speak English though. Unfortunately though, he could be saying something bad. I can't monitor it, so the rules have to be I have to ban, unfortunately. So there's not much I can really do because it could be something bad. And against TOS, I just can't, you know, I can't monitor what I don't understand. Hey, is there a big difference between E-coat and anodization? I guess in terms of what? Because like ano has a bit more of a shine to it. But other than that, texture-wise, I'd say it's somewhat similar, sorta, so. But I don't think there's like a huge enough difference for me to be like one's better than the other. It just comes down to preference. For me, there is E-coat chips. I've had more issues with my ano chipping and getting scratched than my E-coat stuff. Hey Alex, what did you do to make your table concrete? Thinking about doing the same. This is a $99 tabletop from IKEA. It is called the Ekbakken. It is $99 and then you buy legs. Well, I think it's still $99. Man, I don't even know if it still is. Yeah, regular price $99, on sale for $84 if you have the IKEA family price. Not bad. And when I'm talking about $99, I'm talking 99 USD, guys. I don't remember what it cost Canadian. Obviously, just whatever the conversion was at the time. I think I paid 120 Canadian. No worries, mods. Do you have any reflections coming in the pipelines? Like client reflections? I don't think I had anyone who reached out about that particular board, but I remember we looked into the board. We did a prototype build of it. Is it a popular tabletop? I don't think so. I just didn't want to go with traditional like light wood or dark wood like everyone else does, or just like a plain color, because I just kind of like the idea of having like some texture on the desk. I think it looks pretty. What do you guys think? I've always thought it would look nice. Yes, I will be reviewing that next. I got a glass desk. I personally am too afraid to work on a glass desk. And the table's bendable. Okay, guys. Bro, that is low, gal. Come on, man. Or Dal. Dude, that's so low. Ah. God damn, I'm never gonna live this down, dude. Has flex cuts. As low as the table. Okay, dude. Dal is probably just laughing his ass off right now, dude. Yeah, I had an extra leg in the center. It didn't do its job apparently, and it bent a little bit. But I did install this new drawer that I put in 2 nights ago or last night, and it did fix it a lot. So the table's not as bad as it was 48 hours ago. It's not as bad, guys. Man, I ordered a custom size Ecoblock over a month ago, and it still has such poor... Wait. And it came in such poor state, sadly? Oh, did IKEA fuck up? Dude, IKEA's low-key. Has it just been me, or is like IKEA shit just been going downhill? I got all those new drawers from IKEA, and every single one of them has issues. Like, whether it be the way that like the screws were positioned, like nothing sits nicely. But I still have some of my old IKEA stuff from many, many years ago, and it's all great. But this new stuff, I don't know, man. Can I add some table marble redeems? I don't know if it'll still do it though, Insty. I think it's gonna go forward because I think my room is on a little bit of a slant, but you can do it if you want. I had a West Elm desk that was super heavy iron and balanced on 3 legs for artsy reasons, and it collapsed, almost murdered me and my computer. Wait, what? That sounds terrifying. I have only shopped one thing at West Elm ever, because West Elm just seems so pricey and such mid quality. That sounds terrifying. Yeah, my desk technically has 5 legs, and I think it doesn't. I think it needs 1 more. I have a photo as well that Yeet Mic can monitor. Can we see? Is it possible? Home Depot has tabletops now for good value. Oh, do they actually? Dude, I haven't checked out Home Depot tabletops. Although we did pick up the legs for this desk from Home Depot. It is so much better if you just take a pickup truck and get the stuff yourself. Shipping almost always screws something up with big packages. I've also noticed that too. Get a butcher block from Home Depot. Oh, I have to take a look. Take me a minute to find the photo. What's the best way to share? If you're in our Discord, you can just put it in general chat. If not, I actually don't have a good way for you to share it. I guess, yeah, I think Discord general. In Discord would probably be the best way. This is not win keyless, is it? No. Perfect. Perfect. Wait, We have a lot. I forgot about this other 2 PCBs over here. We have a few more switches to go. I don't have an exact date for the Holy 60. I'm probably just gonna work it in and weave it into my schedule as it exists right now. Just for some transparency too, guys. I have every day booked until the end of February. There's been that many client builds lately. I think there's like 2 slots left. Sorry, there's 2 slots left for the end of February. So I'll have to work in the Holy 60 either from a cancellation date or just as an extra day during the week. I don't know how this happened. I've never been booked this far out before, ever. But it just seems like there was a whole, like, for example, we're doing almost 3 or 4 derivatives. So there's a lot of boards we're going to be taking a look at for clients and just building them. There's a lot. I'm happy about it. Very, very grateful that people trust me with their boards. But for all the last minute projects, because that happens a lot, it's kind of tough to weave them into the schedule. Because what happens is a lot of vendors will get something and then they'll kind of want it. Like, there's no month ahead planning. Sometimes it's kind of like, here's a new product we have. It's up for sale in 1 week. Go for it. QB I'm still doing. I just don't know when. Soon-ish, I want to say. Did all of this come in January? The beginning of January, I got flooded and drowned with emails. And I'm still to this day like working on going through some stuff with clients, like, because obviously not everything's instant. It's not like, you know, everyone sends all the stuff at once. But yeah, January was crazy, but then slowed down since. I'm just kind of still going through all the January stuff. This kit does support split backspace, but I don't think the plate does. Oh no, I guess the plate would. Yeah, never mind, the plate does. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff this thing supports. My sales really popped this month. I have no idea. It seems like there's a big influx in keyboard stuff in January, so I have no idea, to be honest with you, the 3D. I'm glad your business is doing well though, man. That's huge.
Damn, dude.
Bob, thank you so much for 5 tier 1s, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Hope you're having a good day today, man. Christmas money, maybe? True, that could be it. My allergies right now, I can feel like my nose closing up. So if I start to, oh my God, I don't know what it is. If I start to not sound normal, then I'll excuse myself for like 5 minutes so I can go like breathe. But I feel my nose is so congested right now. I can't type without split backspace now. Ooh. Fave creamy switch. Creamy switch. I don't exactly know what classifies a switch as creamy. Cause I think it's a mixture of like the keyboard and there's a whole bunch of stuff that I think that like contributes. In fact, I would say like a KTT Rose with foam would be rather creamy in quotations. Creamy switches, there you go. Oh my God, 3D. Guys, that's out of context. I read a comment from you guys. Manic, thank you, dude. Appreciate that, man. I'm using the cloud switches today, yeah. Oh. Ooh. My nose is not it right now. Alrighty. Really curious how the design contest is coming along. I'm also very curious. I'm gonna follow up with Cubic tomorrow morning. I'm gonna message him and see what's up. I'm not sure what these 3 holes are for here. Maybe something to do with Bluetooth. I wonder if that aligns with any of the Bluetooth stuff. Oh yeah, okay, that is for Bluetooth. Now, I'm gonna say this. I don't think that is the best implementation. I have seen keyboards where they allow you to put the Bluetooth antenna above, and it kind of sits on the plate. So you basically attach a cable. I think that design is a lot more elegant than sticking 3 holes in the bottom of the case. But I'm glad that the idea for having the Bluetooth actually work wasn't forgot about. So, but I don't think this is the most elegant solution in the world. Yeah, it seems like that's for the Bluetooth module. I was wondering at first, I'm like, man, I don't know what these are here for. It's a weird design choice. Could affect sound a little bit too, but we shall see. If you've ever spilled a drink, ripped him in his coffee, it naturally drains out. Oh, it's a drain hole. Makes sense. That would make a lot more sense. Speed holes. Oh, look at that. So they have little... Oh. They have little areas for the centerpiece where they have basically a gasket. Oh, that's kind of smart. And it just aligns in there. That is interesting. I've not seen that done on an accent piece. So yeah, it kind of acts like a force brake. Smart. And then we have the batteries underneath here. The batteries are shifting around a little bit. I wish that was done with a little bit more elegance, but ultimately it shouldn't affect the sound profile of this keyboard. And I guess the other thing I wanted to see was, oh, did I need to put on that? So here's the gaskets. Let's put this to the side. We don't need more switches. And then let's put these off to the floor because we don't need these anymore. There's a lot of clever designs. Yeah, I mean, so far there's a lot to like about this, and there's, I would say, 1 or 2 things where I wish they'd change up a little bit of it. Now, okay, I'm going to refer to the photo here because I don't know which way these gaskets go. I would assume it doesn't matter. No, it does matter. One's thicker than the other. Let me double check. Let's see. Do they have like a up close photo on how these go? Yeah, they do. Okay. Wait. These gaskets look way different than what's in the photo. What's up, Utoy? Also, thank you again, Manic. I appreciate the raid, bro. These gaskets look a little different. Well, I'm going to play guessing games here. And I'm going to put the thicker one towards the bottom. But the gaskets do not look like the ones in their photos. What keyboard am I using today? I'm using the Ori. Ori 60%. Holes are for less drag when slamming your keyboard into your desk after losing a game of Val. Aerodynamically made for the raging gamer. It's aerodynamics. Clouds are cheat codes. Ooh, do clouds have good perception? I guess. Are they well received in the keyboard hobby? I'm excited. I am very, very excited. Now, I personally think I fucked up a little bit, and I should have probably put this in. Actually, does this go in like this? Oh, maybe it just sits like that. Let me check the photos. I don't know if this sits just like this. Oh yeah, I'm right. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Alex, are you a bigger fan of the Zoom series or QK/Neo? I personally like, can I add one to that? You matters. Do you guys hear that? Everyone needs to chill out outside, dude. Sky trumpets? Someone's getting murdered. I have no idea, dude. The desk attack photos in general. Let's see. I'm gonna go take a look. Oh shit. So I'm hoping your monitor survived that. Did the leg just collapse or something? Damn. That is terrifying. Yeah, I'm really hoping your monitor survived that. Alex, go be that neighbor? No. I guarantee you, I think I know what's happening outside. It's probably some sort of protest or march or something, and everyone's just honking. Or sometimes they do marathon stuff downtown, like all across downtown, and people honk at people running and stuff like that. The leg broke off. Well, I'm glad the monitor is fine. Now to do all these ribbon cables. I hate ribbon cables. Well, time to figure this all out. And we're doing southpaw, right? So I'm doing it this way here. So, did you read the post about Rama on Reddit? I did. And you know what? I think the whole thing's stupid. I think it's all a little bit ridiculous. God, I hate ribbon cables so much, dude. Rama riot outside? Yeah, I saw Wilba's comment. I'm hoping this is the right way. Is this the right way? Beats me. I saw Wilba's comment. It was pretty funny. Good for Wilba for saying something, though. Honestly. God, dude, I absolutely hate ribbon cables. I get why they're needed in, like, cases, just because I get it. You want to make the the whole thing a little bit more slimmed down. But for someone with shaky hands, they've always been a little bit of a nuisance. All right, and then this would go this way. Grab the other ribbon cable. Where did I stick it now? Just a little bit of a nuisance. I'm not a ribbon cable enjoyer at all. It kind of takes away from the build experience a little bit. It's not the end of the world. It's only the end of the world when they make you like jump through hoops to install stuff. God, this is such an awkward build. So am I supposed to flip this over and then install it where? Because this would sit on this one. Okay. Like I said, a little bit of an awkward build, but well, not a little. This is sort of awkward. A lot of fiddling around with things. There we go. Ribbon cables in the final product? I would assume so. I can't see them switching to another cable type. Alrighty. I'm not ribbon cable's biggest fan, but we got it in. So this is also why I don't like ribbon cables, because this one here is now shifting around a little bit, and that's a little awkward. Let's do like this. All right, let's screw this together and see what we can do. They could have just done JST cables and made like little routes for them, or I don't know. I feel like that was loud. Oh, really? My bad, guys. They could have also just ultimately used those magnetic things. That was way more elegantly built than I would have ever effed those ribbons. Like the magnetic cables would have been really cool to see being used in this. But not the end of the world. I think that's more of like a quality of life thing. But so far, so good with this board. Again, some small details that I think that aren't the best. Number one, Bluetooth holes in the back. Don't really love the way they did that. Number two, ribbon cables. But everything else has been pretty good so far. Ooh, I see my fingerprint on the E-coat from touching these screws. All right, well, the screws are a little dirty. We have verified their speed/drain holes. True. My bad. This is no foam, so we're gonna start off the build with no foam, guys. We're gonna do a no foam attempt first. Let's see, does it turn on? There is some LEDs, which you can barely see. Right there. I'm assuming we have to turn those up. The layout is fun. I do agree, the layout's fun. It has even bezels on all sides here. It does have a seam in the center, so if you guys are seam enjoyers, I don't mind a good seam. There is the tape residue still, or I guess a fingerprint. I have no idea what that is. Box on wedge, seam. Okay, no one said that. I said seam. Seam. Not seam. Okay, you know what, guys? Don't be weird. This reminds me of the Tenet you did. A little bit, yeah. Don't be weird, guys. Step 2, ridiculous 6U. Wait, slap 2 ridiculous 6U caps on the nav cluster. 6U. Sure you did? Okay, guys. Seam enjoyers. Not what you guys said. I'm a seam man. I can't believe you said that on a stream. You guys said it technically, not me. And I guess, do you guys want to use GMK or PBT today? Do you guys care? Because I actually have a set that might go really, really, really well with this. GMK. I have a PBT set that can go really, really well. So if you guys are... I was thinking this one today, actually. The Wuche Poker. Because it's gray and it would look really nice with this. And then what we could do is we could just swap it out for GMK. Or like, you know, swap out a few keys to see how they kind of sound. But I was thinking this one here. Pretty Calamity, 32 months. Thank you, I appreciate you. Thank you, Pretty Calamity. Love you. Let's do PBT. I'm thinking PBT, and then we can do a few keys with ABS. Is that okay with you guys? Is that okay? Because this I've been meaning to look at this set, and I think this will look nice with the cream. And I wanted to check out Wuche's set here. No. We can maybe do both. Let me see how this sounds. Let me plug in a few here, and then we can go from there. And then maybe we can do both. So I do think this would look nice. GMK Seam Enjoyer. I gotta take it slow when I say that word now. Half PBT, half GMK? Nah, I don't want that. That'll look silly. Half and half? Oh, man. I'll be honest, whenever I do half and half, guys, I never clean it up right away. And then I always have keycaps everywhere. Plus, I think, personally, it's a good idea to try doing PBT on this. Because I feel like, not for nothing, people who may end up picking up this board would probably pair this with a cheaper set of PBT instead of having, you know, go all in on a GMK price, like priced keycap set. So it would just make more sense in terms of like the budgeting perhaps for someone who picks up this board. Obviously that's a very broad assumption because people might really want to pick up a nice quality pair of high-end keycaps, I guess, if you want to call it that. They're not super tight. I mean, like I can pull them off with my fingers, but they're sitting nicely. Like they're not wobbling anywhere. So I think it's smart to try this out. Plus, I actually like this color with the cream. This looks really good. I personally think this looks really pretty. Also, good call on Southpaw. This looks great in Southpaw. Honestly, because of how loud HMX switches are, PBT might not sound too bad compared to GMK. That is true too. This could work out really well just because the keycaps themselves are probably going to be a little bit more not as bright, to be the best word. It has been a while since I picked up a CRP set, but you normally get them from... Who sells CRP besides Drop? It's just Drop? I wonder how this is going to sound. Okay, my prediction for this... I'm gonna give a little prediction before I put on all the keycaps. I have a feeling we're gonna need to use foam. The reason I say that is because I don't think... It's either for two reasons. Either the bottom of the keyboard is gonna make the keyboard kind of a little bit thinner because of these holes. And there might not be... Actually, no, it looks like there's enough density in the board. It's probably the holes. Which I'm curious, if we cover those up, would it change the way the keyboard sounds? Like I said, I don't think those Bluetooth holes were the best choice. I think that could have been a little bit more elegantly done. But for $140, for what you get here, flipped layout, 2 different mounting styles, some different plate options, a lot of options for how you can build the board with hot swap. Still not bad, but we'll see. We'll reserve our judgment until after we put everything on. Let's reserve that. We could try polyfill. What's the hype behind the step caps? I'm not hating, just wondering. For me, it's visuals, but I think some people also like when they're, you know, typing whatever, to have that height distinction between the A and the caps lock. Could be like a reminder for them that it's there. Tactility thing, yeah, for touch typers, I'd say. Yeah, what Gio said. Gio's smarter than me. He knows all the big words. I wouldn't have said a tactility thing. I would have said a feely thing. It feels different. It's totally a feely thing. Final review on the Ori CLS60. Does it compare to other O-ring mounts? I'm gonna say this, Roddy. Right now, this is my go-to O-ring board. Besides the Event Horizon. Event Horizon is still my #1 in my books. But this is something I'd probably use more often than some of the other boards I have. I don't know why. Maybe it's the visuals. But it sounds really, really good. I'm very, very happy with it. Hey, Alex, I think you should try mod it at HMX switches. They sound nice with films. I haven't even attempted to film these things. But the tolerances seem like they didn't accept films. What films are you using? Because the tolerances seemed really tight. Over the Unicorn? Unicorn's still a really good keyboard, guys. Nothing wrong with the Unicorn, but
Evening,
I prefer
Mr.
the visuals of
Otos.
this. I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe it's a me thing, right? Fluffy, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. The beautiful thing about keyboards, guys, it's all preference. You could love something that someone else absolutely hates, and vice versa. It's the wonderful thing about all these things in keyboards. All preference based. And I have an idea for the macro row or whatever. I like this layout a lot. This layout's really cool. How do I put this back on? Well, whatever. This is just going to be put to the side for now. I'll deal with this later. WS Poker, yeah. These are actually very nice. The legends are still pretty darn clean on these. Very, very nice. Feels like it's been years since I was last here. Hope you were doing well. Love the new sub. Thank you, Maui. I appreciate you, man. Hope you're doing well too. Is life treating you fairly, I hope? But thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Oh, that's cool. I like this little macro. This kind of jitters back and forth a little bit, but to be expected. Not the end of the world, though. And then we have to do short shift. No, one shift. Short shift. Yeah, this is 140 bucks, and then if you want Bluetooth, it does cost 160. And then please don't forget that shipping is not included in that price. I usually don't even bother saying that, but I know someone on YouTube is gonna chew me out for not mentioning that shipping's not included. So please remember, shipping is not included, or import fees. I actually think this set worked out super nice with this, by the way, guys. I actually like this combo. This looks great. I don't know what I want to put here. I feel like this is just... Is that okay? Yeah, you know what? Leave it. Fuck it. Accent enter, maybe? Should we do accent enter? Nah. I kind of like having the back and forth over here and then having the rest all this like pale gray blue. Poor Alex getting yelled at for not mentioning shipping. Some people have been spoiled because I'm totally used to shipping and import fees. There was one video I did where I did not mention, this goes like this. I did not mention shipping because I don't know. I just figured that like no other website in the world that's not a large company like offers free shipping very often. And I got like chewed out for not mentioning shipping stuff. So at this point in time, I'm just kind of like, well, fuck me, I guess. I think it was for the Owl Labs board because it was set at $40 using DHL. I'm like, I don't know. DHL's great. I'd want to pay 40 bucks for DHL shipping. It's fantastic. Free shipping is only when you buy like, yeah, exactly. Don't forget to mention taxes. Yeah, like, I don't know. I also, import fees exist too. Actually, you know what? I like the way this looks a lot with these keycaps. This turned out really nice. This is a nice set. That looks really nice. I'm vibing with it. I know these are different heights, but whatever. These are WS Poker. You know what? I think maybe PBT caps are the right call for this. It does have a little bit of a thinness. I think it's just the keyboard itself. But it's not bad. That's actually not bad at all. We're using, sorry, I'm typing, I didn't even tell you guys what this is. Cloud switches, double shot PBT keycaps, so they're from Wuche, the WS Poker set. Polycarbonate plate, no foam at all. Again, my prediction was this was probably going to sound thin, but I think I'm kind of eating my words right now. That doesn't sound bad at all. It does have a bit of a plasticky sound to it. Please like understand this is not like my of the norm sound signature that I normally do, but I wouldn't say this sounds thin. It does have, like someone described in chat, a little bit of a plasticky sound signature. Could also be from the PBT. Let's try swapping out a few keycaps for GMK and see what the ABS sounds like. But like if you gave this to me and said, do you think this sounds hollow? I would say no, this does not sound hollow. I don't think this sounds hollow at all. Comfy to type on. Front height's not too aggressive. I'm not sure the exact front height on this, but it doesn't seem like it's above 20. I hope I put the gaskets on right. I don't think it... I think I did, because everything's kind of even. Like you don't see big gaps over here. So the gaskets look like they're done right. Again, I'm not sure because the gaskets in the photos are totally different than the gaskets I got. The RGB is very weak. And then I haven't even checked to see how VIA compatible. I don't even know if it's open for VIA yet. But let me grab some GMK. Let me grab, I don't know, let's just grab Dracula. Doesn't seem to have a lot of movement IMO. No, I mean it's not really like flexy or anything. This doesn't sound bad, and you can swap it. You know, you can quickly, easily, because it's just a few cables. Mind you, finicky cables. Not terrible, not bad. I like this. 140 bucks to start if you don't need Bluetooth. I would not be upset at this purchase. I like the accent too on the back over here, like just a little weight. Not bad. I would still probably pick the Cycle 7 if you have the opportunity to pick it up. But visually, I like this over the Cycle 7. Cycle 7 just too bland for me. I'm still on that boat. I'm sorry to do that to anyone who really likes the Cycle 7, but it's still too bland for me.
Happy 1 year to my favorite streamer.
Thank you, Mandykin. I appreciate you. Happy 1 year. Yeah, I'm definitely getting Tenet aesthetic from this minus the LED screen. Okay, even the GMK spacebar. Let me tune the spacebar a little bit, but that's not bad. Again, a little bit plasticky, but ultimately not terrible. Oh wait, this is not mine. Let's tune this up just a slight bit, just a smidge. And then let's see what this sounds like now. This is the ABS now. Yeah, still a slight bit plasticky. I can almost tell that these holes are the ones affecting the sounds over here. So it's not bad. We can even try a different switch here if we want to take out the HMX. Let's see. Let's try something else. What else can we try? Let's try a, it might sound really good in this, a Curry switch, because these are pretty light. Like they're not as like in your face for sound signature. Let's try both of the PBT. Yeah, that like sounds totally different. I kind of like that actually with the Curry switch. It sounds very full. Still a little bit plasticky, actually. All right, well, let's try. I don't have any more Nixies to try right now, guys. I'm actually completely out now. So there'll be no Nixie testing until I order a batch of them. Actually, the not Nixie. This is the Curry switch. Sounds really good with the GMK. When you tap on it, though, it doesn't sound very good. I don't mind the Curry switch on this. I think the Curry is a little bit better than the HMX. More up my alley. But it's all preference ultimately, guys. Yeah. All right, let's put this back together. I didn't mind it with PBT, actually. I kind of preferred this with... wrong one. I kind of preferred this with PBT over GMK. I think this is just way too bright, and we need to foam it up. All right, interesting board. Again, I don't think this sound signature of this board is 100% for me. Can I put case foam? Yeah, we can do it with case foam. Do you guys want to see what the foam sounds like? So with no foam, I don't think this is 100% up my alley. I don't think this is like the board for me, but you know what? For 140 bucks, and if you like that sound signature, everything else about this board kind of works. So it's not bad. Can we tape mod just the holes? I don't know how well that would work though. The holes are for Bluetooth. I think the holes meant for the Bluetooth signal is kind of a, for lack of a better word, I think it's kind of like a dum-dum design. I think it's kind of like lazy, but it is what it is, I guess. I've seen better, more elegant solutions in cases. All right, let's try putting the foam here. Happy Sunday. What earbuds do I use? I use Campfire Andromedas. But there are a lot of really great earbuds nowadays for like next to nothing price-wise. All right, so they give you 2 layers of this bottom foam. I'm just gonna put in, should I do 1 or 2? Should I just put both in? Because they're really thin. What do you guys think? 1 or 2? They're pretty thin. I don't know if one's gonna do anything. This is how thin they are. So there's 2 of them here. Very, very thin. We already tried no foam, keyboard dad. Although I will admit, I kind of wish this was a little easier to align. All right, now, hold on one sec, guys. Let me just align this a little bit better here. This foam's so silky feeling. Gosh darn. Oh, hold on, I put this in upside down. I guess the extra little holes here are for the holes here. No, I'm gonna leave it this way. Alrighty, and now let's work on getting this back into its spot. So I would rate this personally a little bit more of a chore to build. So it's not the best in terms of quality of life build. I feel like this could have been done a little bit better to make it a little easier for someone to put this together. However, I still think the board's pretty good at the $140 price range. Pretty darn good. Let's screw this together. Holes in the foam? Nah. Let's get this all assembled. The fact you can go sail pile regular without having to buy anything else is amazing. Yeah, I would personally just pick up the polycarb plate, unless you really want to go sandwich mount. If that's your thing, then obviously the aluminum plate's the only way to go. Also pretty cool too that you can technically build this plateless. Not bad for 140 bucks. Not bad at all. Alexotos, what's up, Mochi boy? How you doing, man? Are those switches stock? Yep, they're completely stock. I have tried to lube HMX switches, and honestly, my lubing it does nothing to the overall sound signature of them. All right, now we have foam in it. So let's see what foam sounds like in this board. Let us see what the DR-70F sounds like with foam on the bottom. Not bad. It doesn't sound foamy, I'll tell you that much. It still has a bit of a reverb to it, which is nice. Okay, I don't mind that. I think I still prefer no foam, but not bad at all. It does not sound like foam though. Let's see what the GMK spacebar sounds like. Ooh. I think I like the GMK spacebar a little bit more. Okay, GMK sounds really good with the foam actually. I'm curious. I'm just gonna put in 2 random keycaps here. I just want to see what the alphas sound like. I just quickly want to see what they sound like. Put A and S. It's actually a little bit deeper with the ABS. Yeah, it sounds a little bit fuller with the GMK ABS. Damn, that's actually not bad with ABS in it. But you know what? If you went PBT, I don't think you'd be disappointed. Truly, I don't think you would be. Not bad. All right, 140 bucks for this. Cool, cool. I'm overall happy with this, minus a few things. I feel like with a bit of refinement, this board could be perfect. And I don't mind the even bezels on all the different sides here. It kind of adds to it. Cool. Good night, Henry. Take care, dude. I only have 1 curry switch left, Orange. I'm so sorry. Did you try the Neo 70? No, I did not. These are HMX Cloud switches. All right. Cool board. Very, very cool. On the other config, it didn't sound too great. With the small foam, it changes it all. Would you guys say this sounds foamy? Dude, I really do. I think they need to include 1 extra ribbon cable at the very least. That would be nice, just in case something happens. I feel like it kind of is easy to fuck those things up. How do the arrows sound? $140 plus $15 NK-PBT set plus HMX if the budget was tight. Dude, this would be, if you got the $15 NK-PBT stuff, which I think they're still on clearance, aren't they? Or some of the stuff's still on clearance. This would be ultimate value. And then you can just build it up how you want it. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, I'm happy with this. Overall, I'm happy. So to sum things up in case you're just tuning in now. The visuals of the board, pretty clear cut, simple. There is some RGB here, which is really, really, really shallow. You can't really see it. I don't mind the overall aesthetic of the board. Has this really cool kind of badge here on the back, which I kind of like. I don't know why I kind of like it a lot. Gives it a different vibe. Side profile of the board. Is this your basic box on wedge with a seam? I'm not even going to say what I said. Forget it. If you like this visual aesthetic, then this might be up your alley. It does look quite nice. You can flip this to be southpaw or regular standard layout. I do not like these Bluetooth holes in the bottom. I think this was a bit silly. This could have been done a little bit more elegantly. It does kind of make the sound, I feel like it makes the sound a little bit thinner, but not by much. It does sound decent without foam. It sounds better with the foam to everyone else in chat, it seems like. I think both were okay. I think the foam was preferred. But overall, not too bad. A little bit more of a awkward build experience with all those ribbon cables. Does this board stimulate me? A little bit. A little bit, I'd say. Actually, if you count this on the side profile, this is kind of cool over here too. Sides around me have the Wind X65. A little bit, yeah. But yeah, interesting board. I like the idea that they use the middle accent piece to also hide as the force break. Cool. Very cool board for 140 bucks. Cool. And also, I like this keycap set a lot. They should make an ABS version of this. This would slap with ABS. It's Sunday, no sus. Too late, man. It's already too late. The set is WS Poker. I think it's called WS Poker. Yeah, just WS PBT Poker. Pretty nice. Why do I always show up late to stream? Honestly, I don't blame you. What's sus? Who said that? Avo? Of course Avo would say that. Nothing Avo does is ever sus. Or Insty said that. Whatever. Insty same way. Maybe if they added brass pulls from the Neo 80. I don't know if the brass pulls would be that great in this. I think the main thing I'd like them to address is just a more elegant way to introduce the Bluetooth option. Because you know what, for customers who don't use Bluetooth, you're kind of stuck with these three like holes in the bottom here, and then they literally just become aerodynamic holes for when you slam your keyboard, or drain holes if you spill a drink. So without Bluetooth, it's kind of pointless having those things. Avo and Insty are the same. I've never seen them in the same room together. That is a very good... I don't know. Have you guys ever seen Insty and Avo side by side in the same room? Yeah, what they should have done with the Bluetooth is they should have introduced the antenna vertically. So I've seen a few boards where they add it to the plate instead of keeping the... Maybe it's just to keep costs down. I don't know. But they just left it here on the bottom, and it looks like this is where the Bluetooth comes out. It's for cooling. Not convinced those are Bluetooth holes. That's where the Bluetooth module was, no? I'm pretty positive. I'm pretty positive that's to let the Bluetooth signal pass through. If I'm wrong, then so be it. And if these are just holes for no reason, then that's even more silly. But I would think that that's probably what the Bluetooth is using to kind of pass through the aluminum case to get a clearer signal. But if these are here for no reason at all, then I don't know, man. That's a silly introduction of just holes there. Coffee drain holes. Bluetooth is a conspiracy? Oh, goodness. The wireless signal probably escapes through those. Goes to the top of the keycaps. I don't know if they do, though. Because what if you used an aluminum plate? If you used an aluminum plate, it still might be interfered with the aluminum plate, right? So I'm making the assumption that these are holes to allow some signal to pass through of some sort. Active PCB cooling. Noob question, is it okay to use normal stabs on long pulse switches? Yeah, he should be fine. I mean, I've never really used like the specific long pull ones, so. The middle PCB doesn't change with left or right orientation, so not sure if it's anything other than Bluetooth. Let me put it this way. If I am wrong, which there could be a possibility I am wrong, and I'm open to admit so, and these are not for some sort of wireless pass-through, then I have no idea why these are here. Absolutely no idea. And I think it's a bit silly to even have those there in the first place. So, beats me. If they're not there for that, then God knows, dude. This for Cycle 7, I'd still probably pick the Cycle 7 for sound profile. And then this for visuals. And if you need this layout and like all the extra features this has. But Cycle 7 for sound profile. Yeah, and everyone's going to be different, by the way. This could be your thing for sound. This could be not your thing for sound. Lumen Key has no holes. I don't know where actually the Bluetooth module sits on the Lumen Key. But if I remember looking at this PCB, it looked like the Bluetooth module is on this side of the PCB on the bottom where this row is. What if it's there to counter the sound pass-through when you screw the screws below the spacebar? I don't know if that would do anything. I think those holes are meant to protect from the 5G signals that give us... oh, you're right, Conan. It's for 5G. Tape the holes. Oh, Lumen Key tells you to not use aluminum if you use wireless. Yeah, typically I've seen boards, like in the past, I've seen boards just add like a little polycarbonate window or acrylic window when there's a Bluetooth module. So I think maybe a polycarbonate window here or something could have probably benefited this. You know, just some sort of acrylic piece. Hey Alex, just curious, how long does it usually take you to ship giveaway boards? 2D, did I not ship something for you? Wait, did I miss one of the giveaways? I know I have one left. I literally only have one board left. Was it yours, 2D? No, I shipped everything. And the last person who I'm missing is... Who am I missing here? Wait, 2D, did you win something? I can't remember who won something. I'm only missing one person, and it's for a reason. That's it. I'm missing one board for a giveaway unit, but everything else has been shipped out. Literally all 15, 16 boards from last time, including the 2 that I did recently. Oh, 2D, I usually let people know how long it takes me in advance. I would say usually it takes me a month to go through about 15 boards to ship out. Your capture is a few pixels off? My capture? Which one? So I would say it takes me a little while sometimes to get through, but you can message him just for a time frame, you know? You can just quickly message him for a time frame to see if that's like something you're curious. Oh no, you're right. It is a few pixels off. How did I manage that? What the hell? Hold on, guys. There, I fixed it. Yeah, I would just do that. Damn, way too lucky. I didn't even see that. We'll do Monday? Yeah, I just friendly ask. Stream ruined, rip. My bad, guys. Yeah, Dandy, I actually do. I have to walk all the boards to the post office because they don't do pickups at a condo. So that's why it's been taking me a little bit longer. So I'll take like 2 at a time and then I'll just, you know, I go once a week to the post office. So I'll try to bring like 3 or 4 sometimes and it's heavy. So it takes me a little while now to ship out giveaway stuff. Thoughts on HMX stock springs? I had no issues with the stock springs. But if you want to swap them out, then by all means. But the stock springs seem nice. You need to get a cart. The cart's not going to really help because I have to go up a flight of stairs with that cart, and it means I still have to lift it all. And I've already tried doing that in my head, and I don't think that's going to help at all. All right, though, guys, that's pretty much it for today. That is the stream. Thank you guys all for tuning in today. I will be streaming again tomorrow. I'll be doing a bias, I believe, tomorrow. Just so you guys know, too, I already have a list of all the giveaway keyboards we're going to be doing in March. I think we're all going to do it like first week of March now. So we'll have like another subathon thingy from March. So we'll go through, we'll figure that out. 10% of the wavelength is 3mm, so you need a hole slot that is 3mm. Therefore, switches are big enough to let Bluetooth signals go through. I don't know though, because I don't know how the interference would be from like the switch spring and stuff like that either, 3D. So I don't want to make that assumption that I know what it is for. Kind of already did, but like I'm assuming, but I also don't want to like tell you guys yes or no and be definitive about it. But I don't know. I'm assuming these 3 holes are for a wireless signal. Otherwise, I have absolutely no idea what they're for. Let's go raid someone though. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll post a schedule for this week. See you guys tomorrow. That is me talking. I'll post a schedule for this week too, ASAP. Probably in like the next few hours. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. I don't know who's streaming right now. I don't think anyone's doing keyboard stuff at the moment. Oh yeah, I guess not. I'm just gonna raid Apries then. Mr. Apries. I don't know what he's doing right now, but he's doing something Apex Legends related. Oh, is someone doing a tempo build? Let me see. I'd rather raid someone doing keyboard stuff because I feel like I always raid Apries. Like always. Alright, we'll raid this person. Apries is like my go-to person because he's always on. I love Apries though. How do you pronounce this? Instant wait, I can't even pronounce this. This is instant. Okay, we'll raid this person here. Your mouse is so nice. Thank you, Yazzleberry. Appreciate you. Although it's getting retired very shortly because it's discolored and I hate the way it feels now. Instant E8 this? Okay. Just the Apex love. I actually had lunch with Apries one day. It was beautiful. But me and Apries, I've done some boards for him. That's why. But he's a really nice guy. I like Apries. All right, guys. Enjoy. Take care. Send this streamer some love. I'm going to get off now and I'm going to go clean up this. And then also figure out some stuff for food, I guess, because I'm kind of hungry. Take care, everyone. Bye, everyone. And see ya. Talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye, everybody.